Hold up, before you pack your bags and move to Houston, let me be completely real with you. This city is not for everyone. Some people absolutely love it, but others completely regret making the move. There are 10 huge reasons why thousands of people are moving to Houston right now, but some of them may make you think twice. We're going to go over the good, the bad, and everything in between so that by the end of this video, you should know whether or not Houston is the right move for you. And trust me, reason number 9 is something that no one talks about and it could completely change your mind. Now, by the way, I get people who reach out to me every single week thinking about moving or buying or relocating to the Houston area. So feel free to shoot me a text or give me a call here at the number on the screen or check the description for all my additional contact information. So if I can help you make a move and make this transition, I would love the opportunity. So feel free to reach out. But let's go ahead and jump in to reason number 1. All right, let's start with one of the reasons why so many people are choosing Houston over so many other places, and that's affordability. Houston is one of the most affordable big cities in all of the United States. And when I say affordable, I mean compared to places like California, New York, and even Austin, where prices have skyrocketed. Here in Texas, there's no state income tax, which means more money in your pocket compared to places like California and New York. Housing is still affordable. The median home price in Houston is around $350,000 compared to places like Austin, which is $750,000, and California, which is over $1 million as the median home price. Lastly, there's a lower cost of living here in general. Gas, groceries, and even entertainment are more affordable here. So if saving money and getting more house for your dollar sounds good to you, then keep on watching. Listen, Houston isn't just about barbecue and cowboy hats. Houston is actually home to one of the fastest growing job markets in all of the US. Houston is known as a corporate powerhouse. We've got over 24 Fortune 500 companies based here in Houston, and industries here are thriving. Houston is actually known as the energy capital of the world, and we have the largest medical center in the world. So they employ over 100,000 people in the medical center alone, and tech and startup companies are thriving here. So let's be completely honest, let's be real. Nobody wants to move to a new place and struggle to find a job. So if you're looking for career growth or business opportunities, Houston is a great place to look. Now let's talk about the Houston housing market in 2025 because I know a lot of you are probably wondering whether you should buy now or if you should wait. The reality is home prices are rising everywhere in the US, but as we talked about before, Houston is much more affordable compared to most other major cities. And right now, there's more inventory, which means more options for you as a buyer. And it also gives you more leverage to negotiate a better deal and even get you some assistance with your closing costs. And I know interest rates is a big topic, but they're beginning to stabilize, which means it makes it easier for you to finance your home. So if you're thinking about making a move, now might be the time to do so and lock in your price before home prices continue to climb. The next thing we're going to talk about is truly a game changer, and it's honestly one of my favorite things about living in the Houston area. Houston is known as one of the most diverse and vibrant cities in all of the country. There are over 145 different languages spoken here, which makes it a true blending pot of different cultures. And that means that the food scene here is absolutely insane. And I'd argue that we have the best food in the country just because there's so many different cultures. We have Tex-Mex, Vietnamese food, Cajun food, barbecue. I mean, you name it, we have it here. So you'll never run out of fresh things to try. And there's still a ton of things to do here. There's always some events, there's always festivals, concerts. Like currently, right now, the rodeo is going on, and that lasts all month, and people fly in from all over the country just to participate or just come see the event. So if you're in Houston, it's definitely something you must experience. So my point is, the culture here is absolutely insane, and there's always something to do. So you'll never run out of things to try. Now, if you have family or are planning on growing one, schools are probably a big factor for you. Suburbs like Katy, Cypress, the Woodlands, Sugarland, and Tomball, and many others have top rated school districts, and they're built with master plan communities and family friendly environments. And we do also have some private and charter school options, which continue to grow. Now, here's the important thing to know: these places are in high demand and are growing fast as people are looking for family friendly environments with top rated schools that still give that community feel. So these places are only becoming more and more desirable to live in. Now, really quickly, if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, this one's for you. Texas is a business friendly state. And as we discussed before, there's no state income tax. So that means more money in your pocket and more money that you can pour back and invest into your business. And here in Houston, there are a ton of amazing networking opportunities for you to connect with like minded people. And more major companies are moving to Houston, bringing a ton of jobs with them. So there's a ton of opportunity for growth here in Houston. All right, now we have to talk about the weather, and that's something that's super controversial. Summers here are hot. I mean, hot. We're talking 90 to 5 degree weather to 100-degree weather with humidity that makes you feel like you're melting. And the other thing is, hurricane season is real here. You definitely want to keep an eye out to what areas are prone to flooding and talk with your agent about whether a home has flooded in the past or whether it's in a flood zone. So you definitely want to take that into consideration because we do get hurricanes here. It seems like every 4 years or so we get a hurricane. And so it's definitely something you have to have in your mind that you want to look out for when you're looking at homes and considering different areas. Now, with all that being said, with the warm weather, it does offer for pretty much year round outdoor activities where you can go fishing, go to the lake, go biking. So there are a ton of options. But again, if you're not used to the heat, it's definitely something you're going to want to consider because it's going to take some adjustments and it's going to take some time getting used to. I mean, I've been living here all my life and I absolutely dread the summertime. It just gets so hot, but definitely something you want to keep in mind is the weather. All right, I talked about reason number 9 at the beginning of this video, and it's something that people tend to shy away from and nobody wants to talk about. And I'm going to be honest with you, Houston traffic is no joke. We have a ton of major highways going all throughout Houston, and Houston is just such a large city that traffic is just an issue you pretty much can't avoid. But if you know in the right areas, you can minimize that traffic if you have to commute into Houston. So it's definitely something you want to consider because let's be honest, nobody wants to sit in traffic for an hour and a half on their way home at 5 o'clock. I mean, that's just not something you want to do. But if you know where you're going to be working, you can pinpoint the different locations that'll best work for you to minimize traffic. And so that's definitely something you want to consider because, again, Houston traffic is no joke. It gets real. All right, so we've covered a lot today. We talked about affordability, the housing market, the culture and diversity. I mean, the schools. We covered a lot of different things, and even the bad things about the Houston area, which is the traffic and the weather, depending on who you ask. So, I have one question for you now. Would you move to Houston? So, hopefully, with this video, you've learned a lot and you have a better idea of whether or not this is the right place for you. And again, I think Houston is one of the best places and choices that you can pick in the US, in the country, because it's super affordable and it's a great environment to live in. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. And if you're thinking about making a move or want to talk in more detail, please feel free. Give me a call, shoot me a text here at the number on the screen, or check the description. I'm here to help. I'm here to be your resource. And again, I hope you found this video valuable and you learned something today because, again, I think Houston is a great option for everybody. It's something you definitely want to consider when making a move. So if you have any questions, if you want to start the home search, give me a call, shoot me a text, write an email, whatever's easiest for you, and I'll be here ready to help you make this transition. Now, if you do me the favor, give this video a like. Again, drop in the comments if you would live here, or maybe you already live here, and give some people some feedback and ideas of what you think about living in the Houston area. So let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and stay tuned. Check out some of the other videos where we actually go out into the community and view homes that you can purchase today here in the greater Houston area. So if you have any questions, give me a call, and I'll see you next time.